Hello, buddy, and welcome to the Grim Report. Hope everybody's doing good. Doing pretty good today. I'm doing okay. No complaints. It is a bit gloomy outside, so I thought it'd be a great time today to do the Grim Report. And being a grim day, and again, with grim, it's always a grim day. This has to do. Remember, a couple weeks ago, I did something on them wanting to do DNA testing to make sure to see if Nessie was real or not, to see what Nessie was. About a scientist wanting to do that. I can't remember his name though. But this one I titled "Is Nessie Missing?" The reason being is that there was a lot of sightings of Nessie, here recently. Sightings the last year or so have raised. They went up. If you go back to 2000, there were 11 sightings and more appearances of Nessie. The last sighting of Nessie, though, was on August 21st, according to Ian Campbell. He's a government worker out of Argyll, Arjyll. I tried many times, guys. I can't get this name right, so I'm just gonna pronounce it. He was cycling along the west side of it, and near Drumdoch. His son and his family and friends, when they took a picture of the creature. Two creatures, really, about 33 feet long in length. They were offshore a pretty good ways, from what has been said. On the same day, a father visiting an area, just didn't give his name. He was visiting the area. He saw something that looked like Nessie, and his son saw some dark black shape moving around water, and near a castle. He examined them, and about 800 yards away is what he said. They said the Home Office rejected creaky bid to grant the Loch Ness Monster permitted UK residents after that when they left the European Union and before they left. Actually, it's post-Britex, just put it that way. The group also paid a 65-pound fee, sent passport pictures to a monster. That 65 pounds, I looked it up, did my research. It's $83.12 in US dollars, guys, in our money, our currency. $83 is 65 pounds. Wow. They rejected the office rejected it. The Home Judge said it was inappropriate. Hannah Kendrew, she was 23 when they took the picture, and a group of artists in Glasgow applied to permit UK residency for Nessie to stop her from leaving the UK post-Britex. And however, the process was a difficult one and it was complicated. Nessie's reputation had being exclusive signature, passport photos, and other information were very difficult to obtain. The reason behind it, application has been the increased concerns and hostility many people in the United Kingdom have been, they've been facing since the Britex thing and it's becoming a reality. I bet you a lot of them are regretting it, guys. But, people who wanted it won out in the end. Nessie, she lived in Scotland for a long time. Everybody knows that. Her origins are unknown. They worry that Britex has caused it was only unnatural to apply the residency permit. In other words, instead of Scotland, they want to become the resident of Britain. Artist group is now talking to experts in order to figure out the best way of moving Nessie humanely and comfortably. You gotta catch the thing first. They appealed to members of the public to suggest an alternative home for Nessie. The visitors from the Canary Islands recorded the first sighting of last year, March 24th. by webcam. Said there was no birds or other debris around. Nothing around. You refreshed the screen to make sure nothing was, But when he refreshed the screen, the creature was gone. This man named Mr. Campbell, again him, he said the shows of the power of the web. It means that people can hunt for Nessie everywhere they are in the world as long as they can log on. Log on the internet. I could look for Nessie right now. He also stressed the majority of the claimed sightings do not include on register, as most can be explained. Anything that is later proven, it's also always mostly being proven a hoax or sequentially can explained, is removed from the register, said Mr. Campbell, 51. This dude's 51 years old, so I think he's pretty much got a lot of stuff, down packed. He's a character accountant for Inverness. It was 1996. This guy said he saw something resembling a mini whale with black shiny back on the south end of the loch. He said he spent the last 21 years trying to explain it. He admitted, like most sightings, he only saw it from a few seconds. When he went to record it, he found there was no registered, so he started one the following May. Since then, he has logged over 1,082 sightings. There have been many searches, he said. Yeah, of course there's been many searches for Nessie over the years, including the Morrow Project, which used sonar in 1976. There have been many searches for Nessie over the years, including a submarine has been previously used around the Scottish, look for them. It was called the Scottish Beauty, spotted to search for Nessie. According to Google, there are around 200,000 searches each month for this thing. For around 100 over. Wow. These numbers only go up from there. Information according to those, the Nessie's mystery is said to be worth 30 million pounds. I think that's what it is. Wow. To the region. So they really want to find Nessie. There's this Irish missionary out of St. Columbia, first said to have encountered Nessie in the river Ness, and 565 AD. Wow. One of the most famous claims is a photographer. The one that was taken in 1934, that picture, that Colonel Robert Kenneth Wilson, I think it is. The image was later exposed as a hoax. Of course, a little carved head floating on a boat type deal. By one of the participants, I think his name was Chris Sperling. I think he was the guy who was on his deathbed, revealed the picture was staged. That sucks, doesn't it? Recently, scientists revealed his plans. I told you about that guy, about the plans to find DNA, test the DNA in the water or whatever. I told you guys about that. 2015. There's a mysterious wave of evidence of Nessie. Professor Neil Gamble will look for traces of unusual DNA by gathering water samples for Scottish loch before analyzing them using police forensic techniques. The professor of New Zealand's University of Otago thinks this could solve the Nessie mystery. He said all large organisms lose cells as they move through the environment. New genomic technology is sensitive enough to pick up, and we can use comparisons to databases that span the majority of known living things. If there's anything unusual in the Loch Ness, these DNA tools would be likely to pick up that evidence. I've already told you guys that, but this I thought was interesting because of, well, I found this on Coast to Coast. You guys can look it up, and I think it's the Daily Mail as well, if you guys want to look it up. And I know it's getting dark outside. It's starting to cloud up. Adds to the ambiance. And I don't like bright lights too often unless it's the sunlight, so I'm not too worried about that. But yeah. I'm going to address a few things. First off, everybody knows that I read off of this, and I do ad-lib a bunch of things. I do add and subtract some words, so there won't be a copyright claim on this, because I don't like copyright claims. I know they wouldn't get crap out of me, because I don't make crap, but I don't make money off of this, but that's why I ad-lib. That's why it looks like I can't read, because I ad-lib so much. I like ad-libbing. It's fun. And it puts more of me and puts me out there instead of just reading like a robot. Because the first few times I did this, I did sound like a robot because I was reading word for word what was on the report. So, I don't do that anymore. I ad-lib. I make mistakes. I'm human. Now the Grim Grotto, I did that 3 or 4 dozen times. I mean, not 3 or 4, but I reread over that a few times. Make sure everything was correct. Everything I wanted in order to be in order. So yeah. That's why I sound like I can't read. I address that subject. Nobody's going to be sad about it. And anybody who says anything about it, your comment will be deleted. Thank you. YouTube seems to hate me because it seems to want to put all the bad stuff, let it get through, but all the stuff that people send me that are good, it wants me to look at and to approve. I'm going to hopefully YouTube gets that sorted out. Because if not, then I'm going to be very, very angry at YouTube. But yes, everything's supposed to be approved by me, good or bad. But it's seemingly letting the bad get through. So, but remember, everything has to be approved. I don't care if it gets through or not. If I don't like it, and I don't approve of it, your language or how you spell things out improperly or not, they will be removed. So if you don't like my video and don't think I can read, I am addressing this right now, don't watch my video, don't leave a comment, and shut up. Thank you. And now, that's all I have to say on that. Addressing anything else, I'd like to thank, I'm going to put these people out here. Well, the Vault of Nightmares, subscribe to him. He's a great friend of mine. You like my stuff, you'll love his. Lakea the Librarian. Those two are good together. They're real good. She's got good stuff coming out. She's told me I'm not saying anything. She's got stuff coming out soon. Vamp Lugosi. She's got stuff coming out too. They've just been very busy working on it. Chaos Theory Productions. Very busy. DW's been coming up with stuff left and right. He's been having it drop all day, every day. Subscribe to him. Great stuff. I've even had stuff of his featured on my channel. I think it was 2 or 3 days ago that I had the clerk Ghost Whisperer. I think what it was. Store Clerk Ghost Whisperer. Yeah, I featured that on my channel. Great stuff coming out of those 5 people. And one more person, Wicked One. Because you like Dogman stuff like DW and Vault. He's another person to go to. He's got some stuff coming out. And Sunday, yes, Sunday. I think it's 7 o'clock. Sunday, I'm going to make sure of that, and I'll get back with you tomorrow. Or I'll leave the link down in the description. But I'm gonna have him featured on my show, and it will be all about Dogman. And Barry, hopefully he can join me. Barry, if you're out there, man, feel free to join Sunday. And it's being held early because, ladies and gentlemen, because he has a job, and you gotta respect the person you have on your show's job, timing, and everything. So, with that said, good luck, good night, and this has been, and God bless, and this has been the Grim Report.